Hey everyone, and welcome back. Boy, have I missed you guys. Man, there is a lot going on in the world. There's a lot going on with our girls, and that's why I thought, you know what? I thought it would be, oh, Lord have mercy. Here we go. Let's let Burgers say hello. Come here, Burgers. Say hello. Burgers has a new toy that I'm going to have to try and snatch right quick because it squeaks. Hello, Mr. Pigs. Come here, buddy. Well, let's get this out the way. So, speaking of, I wanted to show this. Mr. Pigs' folds have been really bad lately, and he's been to the groomer and burped. Yes, and burped. So, I wanted to... Oh, God, sugar's under my desk. Okay. So, as you can tell by... If I can get him to cooperate, I got this... These are his folds. This is what a fold is on a French Bulldog or an American Bulldog. An Old English Bulldog. Okay, go on, Burgers. Go on, guys. Go. So, I wanted to show this. If you guys have a Bulldog, a French Bulldog, an American Bulldog, there's one under my desk, a little pit Bulldog, that this has been amazing so far. This is the Natural Dog Company, and none of this is sponsored. I do purchase this with my own money. These are just products. So, Simon's folds were really bad, and what it is, the skin pinches, and bacteria can get in there, moisture, it can get dry, different things. So, if you ever hear me yelling at him to stop, I'm not yelling at him to stop like... grooming himself, but he will try and lick this off. So, if you hear me like, Simon, stop, that's what I am yelling. So, it's all organic, and it's a wrinkle balm, and it's by the Natural Dog Company, and it is a little pricey. This is the 4-ounce container. It was $27.95 or $99, basically $30 with shipping, etc. And it's all natural ingredients. Sorry, guys. But anyways, I got this from Amazon, and the 2-ounce container was like $17.99 or $19.99. So I thought, but check it out. It's just like a salve, and the reason why I yell at him, it's got something mentholated in, and it's got rosemary oil, so I don't want him to lick it. He wipes it off and then tries to lick it, so I don't want him to ingest. So, excuse me, if you hear me yelling... I'm not yelling at him to stop grooming and lick at himself. He'll swipe his paws and he'll try to lick it off, and I want this to stay on as long as possible. So it does seem to be working, and that's what I'm going to try. I really don't want to take him into a vet office right now with all that's going on. So I'm going to wait about another week and see what happens. But it does seem to be working, and I read a lot of... when I get products online, is Amazon, things like that, I try to read the reviews, and this company has a lot of other products. And like I said, they're basically made for bulldogs, but they are made for any dog. He's trying to wipe it on his blanket now, Simon. So, they're basically made for dogs, and they have a ton of line of stuff. Like I said, it's the Natural Dog Company. Again, not sponsored, but I would love to try out some of their other products. So, anyways, let's get back to everything we got to talk about. So, I thought a lot of people are going to be at home, and a lot of people are probably going to be bored, and the show must go on. So, we're still going to do our drink of the day, and when I bought this stuff, I've been buying things here and there throughout the last couple weeks, and, last couple months, things like this can stay. I wasn't planning on this stuff being hard to find. I show this stuff in case you guys want to try to find it. But we're still going to do our thing, and once these products come available, if you think it's something you would like to try, that's kind of why I do these, to say, hey, this product's good, this, matches up to its flavor, matches up to its name, matches up to the taste test notes. Sugar bear is really under my desk, so stop it. And if you hear the background, it is pouring rain once again. So, today's drink of the day is going to be the Original Donut Shop, the Coconut Mocha. And we are going to pair this. I showed this last year around Easter, but I have a lot of new people, and I liked it, so I thought we would do it again. This is the Peeps Sweet Marshmallow Limited Edition, and I noticed that this only comes around when it's Easter season. So it seems to be, it came out last year, now it's out this year, and hence the Peeps, the Easter bunnies, Peeps come out. Now, if you're from another country, I know I do have a couple of people, check out my Easter candy haul way back around. I did what Peeps are. Peeps are an American tradition, and they are these little marshmallow bunnies. Hence, this is why it's the sweet marshmallow. So, this is limited edition, and you guys, this tastes just like sweet marshmallow. I like it, and I know that a couple people said in the comments, I have read that creamer is not good for you, but I'm a recovering addict, and I gotta quit one thing at a time. So coffee is kind of like my go-to, Red Bull, things like that. I know they're not the best for you, but let's go one vice at a time. I still need my coffee and my creamer. So I know they're not good for me, and I apologize. So sorry, but I still got to keep my creamer, and I'll, maybe eventually give it. But right now, unfortunately, is not the time. So let's take a little swiggeroo. I am the only person. Man, I should have usually I bring a little cup to try this out. But let's give it a little swig. I never usually do this. Usually you'd know I have a cup, but I'm the only one that drinks out of this. When Grandma comes over, she's not into the hype and the different ones. She has her own creamer at my house. So it's like a yellow color. And it's just a nice, sweet marshmallow. Not overly sweet, but you do get the hints of marshmallow. I like this. I really do. This is my second time purchasing this. So, if you're into creamers, I know that's not everybody's thing, but check this out. Again, not sponsored. None of this ever is. Purchased with my own money. So, today I paired this with the Donut Shop Coconut Mocha, like I just said. And I purchased this at Kroger, and I know these were everywhere. And I found this on sale for $3.49. It is regularly $6.99. So I try to pick up my pods when they're in sale, and I like to get us different pods to try. So let's give this a whirl and see how they pair together. I'm trying to be really careful, guys. Sugar's under my feet. That goes great together. Now, this coffee, it says flavored extra bold. So the creamer just really tames it down. I like it. They pair very well together. You get a little bit of the coconut, but mainly I'm just getting the creamer. A tiny hint of coconut and a tiny hint of the mocha, but the creamer did take over a little bit. Now, you might say, Kaya, it is nighttime. Why are you drinking coffee? Well, I thought it would be fun and a little series for us. Like I said, I know a lot of people, have time to kill, and a lot of people don't want to go to different places to get some of their info, if you know what I mean. So, I thought we would do a new series tonight, and we will go through each of our girls in our weight loss, weight gains community, and see what their intakes are on the coronavirus. Now, from here on out, no, I'm not monetized, but I have noticed they are really not wanting a bunch of info out about this. We'll get into that, but I know that some videos have been taken down. Now, another thing I also want to say, I've been watching this very closely since the beginning. I know that in China, there have been media accounts, and they have knocked on people's door, threatening to take their tablets and their phones for putting out information. So, from here on out, during this series, we are going to call this the virus. I don't know, like I said, I'm not monetized, but I work very hard on my videos. I do research them before I just, I don't just spit things out. But we are going to call this the virus just in case they would take down videos. I work hard on these, and I want to get the information out on you guys. On that note, I also want to say this. Now, my grandma is guilty of this also. Do not believe you hear everything that is in the media. I have heard that the Chinese numbers have been tampered with. There was a source, and it was a news flash, that for a couple seconds and a couple minutes, that the real numbers were shown on the screen, and then a couple seconds later, it vanished and showed a different count. So, do not believe everything that you hear, newspapers, media. I heard that they are trying to put a little bit of closure on this to not spook people. Now, my intake on this is better safe than sorry. You could probably call me a doomsday prepper. I have always stocked up on things like this. I got these a couple weeks ago. I use these in general. I use these, like I've mentioned, French bulldogs. Sometimes you have to wipe their butts and their tails. I use these, so thank God I had 2 of these. So this is another thing I wanted to get to, too. I know you guys are adults, and I don't want to preach to you, but if there is no toilet paper, I have also seen that there are potty wipes available at some stores. So, potty wipes, like I said, I always use them anyways, but, not like a dog hair on them, but potty wipes are handy. They're already wetting. If mine get a little bit dry, I have like the reusable. I cut these open and I put them in the reusable little Tupperwares that you can get. And then I just put a little water. So if you come across these and they're dry, just add a little cold water. Cold water is better than warm water because warm water can get bacteria. So I always, if mine start to get dry, I re-wet them in their Tupperware, shake them, and I add cold water to them, and it just brings them back to life. So, potty wipes, potty wipes, potty wipes. If you cannot find toilet paper, baby wipes also. Like I said, I'm somewhat of a doomsday prepper. I've always been like this. Potty wipes, or excuse me, baby wipes. Again, you can always add water if they get dry. Put a little cold water, close the container, shake them around, good to go. So, if you cannot find toilet paper in your city, things like this, I would suggest these are good emergency backups. So, moving on. What I thought it would be neat to do is a little mini series of what do our girls think? Amber, Foodie, Jen, Amy, what do they think of the virus and what are they doing to prepare? Are they taking it seriously? Are they not? What are maybe tips that they have? So I thought this would be fun instead of, collaborating it all into one video. That would be super long. So tonight we're going to step into the realm and go down the line and see what does everyone have to say about the virus? And then this will be Foodies, and then we'll move on down the line. Amy, Jen, Amber, etc. Now, I had a little bit of an anxiety attack a minute ago and had to pull myself together before I got on here because I never want to come across mean, I never want to come across angry, and I don't want to project negative on these ladies. But I seen Jen's thumbnail of what I ate today, and it literally pissed me off. It literally gave me an anxiety attack low-key because we'll just get into that in the next video. So we'll do Foodie, and then we'll do Jen, and then we'll do Amy, and then we'll do Amber by sections. If not, it would be one long video. Now, also, I've seen that a lot of you guys are new and like the Amy parodies. I have did a Foodie Halloween parody, and I have already done a Amberlyn Christmas parody video. I'm still learning new things on this. I am a low-tech girl in a high-tech world. So, I will show you guys. Okay, so Amber's parody was around December. Now, Foodie's one, hold on real quick, and then we will move on and get forward. Wow, you guys, we are 2 subscribers away from 600. I am so excited. We are trucking along. What an amazing, thank you guys, and welcome to all of you that's new. And I also want to say real quick why we're here. I know I'm ranting, but I've been going, we got a lot to cover. I've been thinking about doing a couple parodies, and they pertain they're a little bit on the sticky side. Now, when I do these parodies, they are for comedy, and I have mental health myself. I've had agoraphobia where I didn't leave the house in a year. If you guys like, I've kind of told bits and pieces. I can always tell that story. And I did not leave the house for a year. I have anxiety, panic attacks. I've been to the doctor and been diagnosed. I have PTSD along with a lot of other things. So, in no means am I ever making fun of mental health. These are just kind of light parodies, something to joke about, a comedic skit that I'm never making fun of mental health when I do these. So I just want to let you know. Okay, guys, so yeah, we're going to be here all night. Okay, so Foodies parody released on Halloween. It was the Foodie Beauty Halloween cheese mukbang parody. If you have not seen that, I would say by far that is my favorite one. I really took the time, got props. I'm not even going to mention it anymore if you haven't seen it. That one took me time and money. So that was one of my favorites. Amberlynn, I also did props for it. Didn't have as much as Foodie, but I am not monetized, so I really have to watch what I buy as far as the parodies, if it's things that I can reuse, if it's somebody in my family or friends that can use it. Like I said, the pink wig, I passed on to one of my friends' daughters. She's younger and just thought it was the coolest thing, so I gave it to her. So, you know, I don't want to be buying a bunch of things that are going to lay around. I try to buy things that can be reused and in the parodies. So, Halloween, Foodie Beauty, check it out. Already done Foodie. I'll probably do another one, but I've got to have things to go across, guys. I can't just put some of these out and not have things to go across. So, we might have some more Foodie on the way. We've definitely got more people in the making. And like I said, when I do one of these, I am not making a mockery of mental health. It is just for a comedic skit. So, check out Amber if you haven't. It's around Christmas time, so it's going to be way far down. And it says, I don't even know, something Amberlynn Christmas parody or something. But it's around Christmas, and then Foodie is around Halloween of last year. So, let's get started, guys, and let's get to it. Let's do Foodie for our first of what Foodie thinks of the virus and what is going on. So, I've missed a lot of... Oh, and I also wanted to show... This was $2.69 at CVS. I thought this is great for the car, great for your pocketbook, or I got my little cart here I could hang it on. It's got a clip. Now, I know things like this are a little bit pricey, but, you know, if that's all you can find, and, you know, it's got a little thing here. I can strap it on my cart here or put it in my car. And it's just simply a little thing of tissues. Now, I don't think this is refillable, but I am going to sure try and refill it. But yeah, look at that. So, things like these come in handy. Hang beside the bed, put in your console, hang in your car, whatever the case may be. But I was lucky enough they had 2 left, and I snatched both up. So, let's move on here. We got to turn our light on here. I don't have none of my lights on. I got all excited, and sorry, I've got a giant dog under my desk. Sorry, guys. I got all excited. I haven't seen you guys forever, and we don't have our ambiance. Sorry about that. Usually we're ready to rock and roll, but let's move this big thing out the way. Sometimes it gets glares. So I apologize for that. Okay. Now, Foodie has put out a ton of mukbangs. We've got fried bologna. We've got Wendy's mukbang. She's been streaming a lot, I notice. Excuse me. First time eating Burger King. Holy crap, look at all that. Again with the Wendy's. Excuse me. But look at all that food. I mean, good stars above. So she is just... affordable high-end makeup. I've never... FOCALLURE Cosmetics review affordable and high-end. We shall see. We'll check that out. But let's see what she has to say. So I have did a little bit of research. We're not going to watch this whole stream because it's 49 minutes and 31 seconds. So at the beginning, she says, since she's rich. Now, mind you, I think if our girl had a couple chips saved back, she already would have moved. She would have a nicer car than what she does. Her car has a dent in it. And no means, I'm just saying you guys the details here. Everybody's vehicle's fine. What I'm saying is, she doesn't fix things like that. The dent in her car, she would have already probably been moved out. We see the furniture that she has. In no means do I think she's rich. Do I think she makes a couple bucks on YouTube? Yes. But do I think she's rich? No, I absolutely don't. And there's parts in this video that we're going to get to. She says that somebody mentioned, are you going to counseling? She said, not every week, not all the time. It gets too expensive. That just shows you where her mind is at and how rich she really is. Now, Fatty Gold was in this stream. She acknowledges them. We are going to check out her grocery store live. Of course, BB's carrying in the groceries, and let's get started of her intake. I did skim through this and see what we were going to do with this. Now,
my makeup because this is the first time I look in a...
My theories with the virus and their theories with the virus are completely different. Like I said before, I do take all this seriously. I have always prepped. We'll get into that later. I'm going to talk bits and pieces about me and throughout these videos, but I do not feel the way that some of our girls, I have done my research, feel about the virus. I do think you should take this highly, highly serious. And I don't think they're going to, but we'll break that down in the videos. So, on that note, let's get started and see what Foodie Beauty, our girl, has to say with the virus. Now, Shuggles, I'm sorry, love, but I have to take this. Get a different toy. Honeybee. Alright, there you go. Okay, I'm going to cut off the light here. I know some of you like that, some of you don't. And I'm going to cut off our ring light here. I'm sorry, you guys. This is... Okay, let's hear what our girl Foodie has to say about the virus.
Mirror. All day. Well, yeah, all day. Since putting it on.
Hold on, guys. Let's go ahead and skim up. I apologize. And I do apologize. Hold on. I do. Hold on. We want to go back a little bit. Okay, I do apologize with the if I do start buffering, my internet gets crazy with the rain, so I do apologize for that. See. Hold on, guys. I apologize. Okay.
Everybody I missed in just the few seconds there. Hi.
Wow.
You're in rehab. Oh, wow, Patricia. I hope you get better soon. It's definitely not easy. Hi, Marissa. Oscar.
Wow, she looks big right here, not to be...
Oh, my God, okay. Let me tell you about my friggin' day, okay? Can you guys see me?
Goodness, guys.
It's like the end of the world out there. Like, there's nobody. So I went with Pete's. He came with me to do some groceries because I hate doing them by myself. And BB was sleeping. So I'm like, I need to go see because, like, yeah, Earth is closed. Like, I'm like, I need to get some stuff because from what I hear, people are just, like, buying everything. So I'm like, I need to go buy everything. So we go to a grocery store and there was, like, nothing. I swear to God, there was like one piece of veal left in the meat section. There was no meat, like nothing. So I bought some like big Smokies sausages and frozen chicken wings. So we're going to be eating vegetarian, which I don't mind. Like, honestly, like...
How is that vegetarian? Excuse me. Some Smokies and some wings is not vegetarian. I do want to read one of her comments that I think I found very interesting and very heartfelt, and it really, it kind of touched. So we'll read that in a second, but let's hear, how are Smokies and Wings vegetarian, my friend?
They had Cheez-Its. I'm happy, okay? I'm happy eating Cheez-Its and Mr. Noodles. It's not healthy, no. They also, nobody bought anything in the organic section because it's too expensive. But because I'm rich, I went and I bought some bags of frozen, like a bag of frozen organic peas.
Look
berries.
at these 80s decorations behind her. She lives in the trap. You guys, this girl is not rich. Do not let her BS you. We see half the time she wears the same clothes over and over. In no means am I rich, but good God, you guys, she wears the same stuff over and over. Her card got denied, remember, at the mall with their mom and stuff, and the MAC counter where she wanted the free thing of glitter. Come on, you guys. Get out of Dodge.
Cherries, spinach, got a lot of frozen fruit and veg. Yeah, there was nothing. So we wanted to go eat dinner. Nothing open. Except for McDonald's. And the messed up thing about McDonald's was we went in to eat. And they're like, we're not going to be serving you your meals at the table. I guess they do that. I don't know. It's been so long since I've eaten in a McDonald's.
Get your own tray and carry it to your table.
They don't wear gloves. The bees will.
Oh, God.
No meat, King Lazy. Like, none. I was like, no meat? Okay. So what I'm going to have to do is go, like, just, like, stay
Oh,
out,
look,
like,
you guys. She got her nails uncut. The claws. Did you see? I didn't notice that. Yeah, her nails. Hers were a little bit, more pointy than mine, and I wish, like, as you guys can tell me, my hands are dry from washing them, and I've been lotioning, but yeah, notice her nails are different.
I know, ask Alexa, right? Like, so I'm buying, like, all this, like, all the health food was still there, so I'm like, okay. But it's also an excuse to eat junk food. No, I'm kidding. They had, like, Cheez-Its, like, I didn't even know. Hi, Heather. Hi, the thread lady, Mariah. It's hard whenever, like, so he went, I wanted to show you guys what I got at the grocery store. Can you bring it over here?
You guys, it's a bunch of she literally, with her eating habits, she literally got, like, wait till you guys see, with her eating habits, this will not last at all. I mean, I was like, really? This is what you bought? I mean, wait till you guys see this. I'm sorry, but there's a couple valid things in the beginning. That's kind of why we're watching this. That she snips at one of her people, really mean, and we'll get to it. And you pause, use the restroom if you need to. Get yourself something to drink, because these are going to be a little bit longer. Of course, BB has to carry in the groceries. Sorry, guys, I'm taking a drink of coffee.
I didn't buy too much stuff. People need to stop hoarding. Exactly.
She probably got BB nothing. I mean, she probably didn't get anything for him. Even though he's living, or she's living there, and he's paying the bills, she probably got him nothing. And I find that very foul.
There was no toilet paper.
Duh.
The thing is, hi Daphne M. Steen, if people bought one of everything, there would be some left. And it's not like, there was a...
You waited so long. Maybe people did buy one of everything.
The likelihood that we're going to run out of supplies is very low. So calm down, people. Jesus.
So where does she get her facts? Where does she think? Now, this is why here in a minute, I don't know if we're going to go that far, but she thinks that stuff's going to be cheaper and it's going to be, the inflation's going to go down. See, I think it's going to be the opposite. I found these on sale for $7.14 a couple weeks ago. They were regularly $14.29. They were $7.14. Do you think with all this going on, there is no way these potty wipes would have went on clearance the way they're selling now? I got these a couple weeks ago before things really hit the fan. I am in the U.S. These probably would have never dropped. They would have stayed at $14.29. Now, I think that the prices are going to A, stay the same, or some things might go up because supply and demand. Has Foodie never heard of supply and demand? Now, what's going to happen if all the truck drivers get sick and these supplies can't be delivered? What's going to happen if the factories close down and these products can't get made? That's not going to drop the price of them. Supply and demand, they're going to either keep the price or they're going to rise a little bit because they're going to be harder to get and they're going to be less quantity of them. I'm like, good God, you guys.
Here I am buying. What's the reason even they will run out of food? Well, people are panicking. People are panicking.
They literally have no knowledge of what's going on. Let's see our grocery haul and we won't make this too long.
I filmed today the makeup video, so after this I'm gonna go edit it and put it out tonight. So we got some, they had noodles left. We got some
she'll eat that, and that's one setting.
Oh, and I found these.
She'll eat that in one setting.
Yeah, they're restocking the stores, but stuffed vine leaves, those are delicious.
Okay, guys, now what's going to happen here if they do a where you can't travel, where you can't go? Now, that's going to say that people can't go to work, therefore the stores are going to close. What's going to happen if they do no one on the road, therefore the stores aren't going to be able to get the products to the store? Come on, guys. There's just they're not getting it here. She's not getting it. How does BB, a security guard, not know why people are buying this in case you go into quarantine, in case you go into lockdown? That is why people are buying mass quantities of things. I'm like, oh my gosh.
I'll be happy eating this one.
People will be staying at home, and instead of buying good rice, they buy Uncle Ben to stay at home instead of cooking.
Okay, so BB hates. Hi, Cucarelli. BBW. I'm not scared of the. I don't know. Like, I'm not like trying to downplay it because people. I am like at higher risk, I guess. Plus, I just had a surgery and everything. But like,
duh.
I was pretty sick not long ago, and I beat it because I'm taking like a lot of vitamins. I do eat healthy outside of my mukbangs.
I don't believe that.
I have a breather thing for my breathing. Anyways.
What does your CPAP machine have to do? What people are saying is, if you get sick and all the hospital beds are taken, hello, what's going to happen? There's going to be no place for you to go. Now, check this out. Was this the person that was talking about her having blood clots in her lungs? It is a respiratory virus. Hello. As she would say, what'd she say about the people in the psych ward, the guy about the eggs? The lights are on, but nobody's home? You, my friend, if it's even true, and I find a lot that she says hard to believe, what would a respiratory system or a respiratory virus do if your lungs are not up to speed 100%? Yes, you would be highly prone. Do we know you probably don't scrub your nail beds? We know that your house isn't the cleanest. You do have creatures running around. That is what people are saying by wipe stuff, stay clean. And as we know, she already has critters. She is not one of the best housekeepers. She always complains about, as she showed a while back in the clip, she still hadn't put stuff away from the fumigation, and they wanted to come in the 15th, she said, and fumigate, and I think that was foul. That is not your house. That is BB's house. Just because you were too lazy to get up and move, but yet here in a couple minutes we're going to see she complains about the mall's going to close and Lush going to close. How much body wash can a person have and soap? Now, you guys see with my Bath and Body haul, and I do have one coming up from a while back that I need to do. I keep stocked up on those things, but when does our girl show Lush trips? When does she go to the mall? She doesn't. So I think that's being very selfish to want to make the workers work in the mall and at Lush when you could simply order that stuff online. She doesn't go to the mall. She doesn't show us the Lush store. That is selfish, wanting these people to work in the conditions of this.
I guess. Plus, I checked the World Health Organization website, and they're basically like, coronavirus is a...
Do not believe everything you hear. This is a prime example of people like this, you guys, that believe everything they hear by the media. Do not believe everything you hear. I just told you in China, when it flashed the screen, and you can look this up, it's all facts, that they think the real number was shown and then it was quickly removed to a different number. I think they're trying to put a hush on this, and it was worse in China. And I'm going to read in her comment section. Is it a true comment? Is it not? But I'm going to read it. It's very, very interesting. Give me a second and we'll read it.
And, like, a common cold is a part of that. Like, there's a type of cold.
This girl, and let me put a disclaimer here. Do not listen to Jen, Amy, Foodie, Amber, any of these people. They watch what they hear. Do not, and I know you guys, I'm just saying, I know you guys, my loyal subscribers, I know you guys, but if it's somebody new coming across my channel or somebody out of my crew that's not familiar with them, these women just read things. They do not know what is going on. Do not take anything they say. Take it with a grain of salt.
Is like the name of it. So, I don't know. I think there's a little bit of overreacting going on because it's not like the plague, and the survival rate is very high. Like, you know what I mean? People die of the flu every flu season.
It's not your common flu virus.
Hi, Travana. But, yeah. But I mean, I have some health issues, but it's not like I recover from, I've had the flu.
So is the blood lung clot a lie?
You know what I mean? So, people are acting like I'm like on my deathbed and I would never recover from a flu. Like, give me a break. So, okay.
Give me a break.
But I'm not saying that. I'm not saying I want to get it. I'm just saying I think that people are like overreacting when they're buying like 80 cases of toilet paper and just being greedy and reselling it. Like, that pisses me off. So, my grandmother's in isolation. I told her to self-isolate.
Oh, Captain Foodie, the...
I know, all the pasta was gone. Like,
all the pasta was gone.
Everything. Yeah, it's not like... But, yeah. Yeah, I mean, obviously there's a lot of people who have...
Okay, we're going to pause right here. Does she not understand why the rice, the beans, the pasta, the non-perishables are gone? Those items are gone because they last longer. Things like this is going to go bad faster. The rice, the beans, and that's what I was going to tell you guys too. I know some of you guys may not be into the ramen noodles, depending how you call them, but stock up if you can find your rice, your pastas, your things like that have a longer shelf life. That is why people are picking those things up first, because they have a longer shelf life. The canned foods, I even have a couple cans of Chef Boyardee. I don't, eat it, but bet your tail, if all the stores are out of meat, fruit, and veggies, and that's all I have to